November 1957, a quiet town in Wisconsin, a missing woman and a farm that would soon reveal one of the most horrifying crime scenes in American history. What police found inside that house wasn't just murder. It was something far more disturbing. This is the story of Ed Gein, the man who turned death into obsession. Ed Gein was born in 1906 in La Crosse, Wisconsin, but his childhood was anything but normal. His mother, Augusta Gein, was extremely religious, controlling, and deeply disturbed. She taught Ed that women were evil, except for her. Ed grew up isolated. No friends, no normal life. Just fear, religion, and obsession with his mother. And when she died in 1945, something inside Ed completely broke. After his mother's death, Ed sealed off parts of the house like a shrine. He lived alone in silence, slowly losing touch with reality. But then his obsession took a darker turn. He began visiting graveyards at night, digging up bodies, taking parts back to his home. Not for money, not for revenge, but for something far more disturbing. He wanted to become his mother. Despite his horrific actions, Ed Gein was only confirmed to have killed 2 women, a tavern owner who suddenly disappeared. Mary Hogan, 1954. Locals were suspicious, but no solid evidence was found. Bernice Warden, 1957. A hardware store owner, last seen alive with Ed Gein. That one mistake led police straight to his farm. When police entered Ed Gein's house, they weren't prepared for what they would see. Human skulls used as bowls, chairs made from human skin, lampshades crafted from faces, and in the kitchen, the body of Bernice Warden, hanging upside down like hunted meat. This wasn't just a crime scene, it was a nightmare brought to life. Ed Gein wasn't a typical serial killer. He didn't kill for pleasure, he killed to cope with loss. Psychiatrists later revealed he suffered from extreme psychosis. His goal wasn't just murder, it was transformation. He created a woman's suit, hoping to literally become his mother, a twisted mix of grief, obsession, and insanity. Ed Gein was arrested in 1957 and quickly confessed to his crimes. But during trial, he was found legally insane. Instead of prison, he was sent to a mental institution, where he would spend the rest of his life. Ed Gein died in 1984, but his legacy didn't end there. His crimes inspired some of the most famous horror characters ever created. Norman Bates from Psycho Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw, Massacre Buffalo Bill from The Silence of the Lambs. Hollywood turned his horror into entertainment, but the real story was far more terrifying. But here's the question: was Ed Gein truly a monster, or a broken mind created by trauma and control? And if his mother had lived differently, would history have been the same? When police began digging deeper into Ed Gein's past, they realized this wasn't something that started overnight. Receipts were found, showing he had been purchasing strange items for years. Witnesses came forward, saying Ed often talked about Mary Hogan as if she was still alive. "She's not missing," he once said. "She's at my place." At the time, people laughed it off, but after the discovery, those words became chilling evidence. Investigators also confirmed multiple graves had been disturbed. This wasn't just murder, it was a long-term obsession with death. Forensic teams faced something they had never seen before. Human remains were scattered in ways that made identification extremely difficult. Skulls, bones, skin, all turned into household objects. Experts had to carefully reconstruct which body parts belonged to whom. Some remains were never identified, meaning the true extent of Ed Gein's crimes may never be fully known. Even today, this case is studied in criminal psychology. Psychologists were obsessed with one question: what creates a mind like Ed Gein? His entire identity was built around his mother. Control, fear, religious guilt, all deeply rooted since childhood. After her death, he didn't just feel loss, he felt emptiness. And instead of moving on, he tried to recreate her, piece by piece, a horrifying attempt to bring back someone he could never let go. The Gein farmhouse soon became one of the most infamous crime locations in U.S. history. But strangely, months after his arrest, the house burned down, completely destroyed. Some believed it was accidental. Others suspected arson, almost like someone wanted to erase the horror forever. Today, nothing remains, just an empty land, hiding one of America's darkest secrets. When the news broke, the entire nation was shocked. Newspapers called him the Butcher of Plainfield. People couldn't believe such horror existed in a quiet town. Fear spread across America. If someone like Ed Gein could exist unnoticed, then who else was hiding in plain sight? This case changed how people saw small-town safety forever. Even after decades, many questions remain unanswered. How many graves did he really disturb? Were there more victims that were never discovered? And the biggest question, if Ed Gein had never been caught, how far would he have gone? Because what makes this case truly terrifying is not just what he did, but how long he lived among normal people without anyone realizing the horror next door. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.